Yo, what is going on? It is currently 10:44 a.m. Friday, November 28th. Um, Wait a second. I gotta move the charts onto here. Okay. And then hold on because I gotta get the rest of this set up. Bang bang. Okay, let's go. So today I was pretty undecided because overnight we had this whole CME gap. So look, 9:42, it didn't come back on until like another 12 hours later. So we have no really like true session liquidity. We did have this Asia low, which I was trying to get an entry to, and I'll speak about that right now. I was trying to wait on this 2 minute. But as you can see, I was ready to take it right off of here, off of this one, even on this one, but this one just completely ran it down. But we never got the close right here. Even over here on M and Q, we almost got the close, but we did not successfully get the close. Therefore, I am not going to enter. Would have even entered it on here. It looked promising at first, but it just fucking dumped, swept the low. And then we've just been chopping. Look at this range that we're currently in. That's why I'm about to already get off. We're seeing a lot of inverses fail to the upside and downside. Inverse down fail, another inverse here, inverse. So we inverse this down, then we inverse it up. We inverse this down, we go back up. We inverse this up, we inverse this down, we inverse this up, we inverse this down. Did we inverse this down? Yeah, we inverse this. Never mind. Up, and then we go down, and then we go back up, and yeah, it's just a fucking mess. So wouldn't have even wanted to trade at this. With this trade, I believe this is like the motion model essentially. It is a 30-second granted. With a break even point being probably like this 1 minute gap somewhere, this 1 minute gap below. But yeah, that could have been the entry on it, or even I think there was like a 1 minute entry. I was just waiting on the 1 to 3 minutes highest time frame. That's what I like to do. Not really. You would have had to wait on the one down here that would have ran it. So yeah, I like to do 1 to 3 minute highest time frame, and the 2 minute was what I would have waited on because I don't know. I just didn't really care for this three. But yeah, the 2 minute just got smoked, and then I recently, let me pop up the picture. Boop. All right, my editing skills were show that picture popped up, but recently popped up. Not popped up. Was set a limit at this 3 minute right here. Why did I set a limit here? I really liked the SMTs. ES had just swept this 1126 high day, which we were previously SMT'd with. So then we SMT with this high, and we get an internal SMT as well. So external, internal, and we get really decent displacement. I set a limit as soon as I was hoping that it would have happened on this candle. We got super fucking close. I set a limit right here as we closed. Wait, we closed 11 points away from the inverse itself. Let me fact check that because I feel like that was wrong. I was wrong. We closed 8.5 points away from the inverse itself. 5 and under, 6 and under, I would be doing limit orders. But we took this internal low before my limit could have gotten filled, so I canceled my limit order. And yeah. Oh, there was another trade too in here that I also liked. Was this 1 minute? Was it this 1 minute? I believe this 1 minute was like SMT'd or some shit. No, it wasn't. I don't remember. It was a 1 minute. It was another 1 minute in here that I actually liked. There was something else in here I actually did like. Why can I not remember? Was it this 1 minute? It might have been this 1 minute because of the SMTs. We just swept this low. Before the limit could have gone filled, it would have just been, even though that's a protected low, I still would have ran it because I was thinking low of day from yesterday's chop ass day would have been that. So yeah, it was this 1 minute because of the displacement. SMT here, and we just ran this low. Same thing with the 3 minute. I decided that I'm probably gonna end up going with topsep accounts. Haven't bought them yet because topsep isn't even running a sale, so I don't want to like get them on a Friday, waste 2 days of eligibility, or like that rebuild shit. So yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna go with. Why did I decide top steps? If I get 2 or 3 alphas, it'll be like the same price, if not more, because I will have to purchase a copy trader. And me purchasing the copy trader doesn't really benefit me that much because these 2 Boondocks accounts will be able to transition into a Rhythmic account and only can connect one Rhythmic account to Ninja Trader at a time. But I do know Boondocks told me that they were working on transferring the Tradeovate. So I'm gonna wait for that to buy like everything else. And I don't give a fuck that I haven't gotten a payout. I don't give a fuck that I'm not doing my best right now. But I'm gonna go, and I'm like going heavy on allocation. That's just me fucking believing in myself, dude. That's all that it fucking is, dude. And that's what it's gonna continue to be. Do we have equal lows here at all? Shit, we don't need to have that. No, we don't. But yeah, that's quick, short, easy. End the week taking absolutely nothing at all this week. Nothing. Um, yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm just trying to be as disciplined as humanly possible, and it has not been working for me. It hasn't at all. I mean, today I set a limit on a trade that wasn't like the greatest. It was just based off of S&T and discretion, so at least that's something. And then the other ones, I'm just being patient, trying to at least get like a fill of some sort, a good fill. You know, not see it take liquidity at some pool that would have been like my break even point or a good point to see it get ran, and it's just not working for me, dude. But I'm gonna remain faithful, gonna remain positive minded, and just continue to work, continue to stick to being disciplined. I'm not gonna change up my rules, not gonna shy away from anything, not gonna take like shittier trades just because I'm not getting entries on mine. I sit here and I'll wait and I'll see for everything that I personally would want to see play out, and it just fails over and over again to even show itself. So yeah. This is the first week in a while that I get absolutely no trades. Granted, it was a short week, being as though yesterday was nothing, and then today we really had no liquidity pools as the CME was down for 12 hours. So yeah, and then we get this a fucking chop fest. Next week does look pretty solid though. So coming into next week, I want to pass this account. I want to take at least 2 to 3 trades, and I want to get at least like $1,000 in profit on my topsep accounts. So then I'm gonna be purchasing, or even if I change my mind last second and go alpha. So yeah, those are the goals. They're set in stone. I will see you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.